and welcome to I Love the Library. My name is Eliza Gores and I am the Youth Services Librarian here at the Detroit Lakes Public Library. And I'm here in our teen section today because I have some teen titles that I would like to talk to you guys with. Have you ever wanted to read a book so bad but you just didn't feel like doing it? There was just so much other stuff happening, whether it's summertime, wintertime, there's always something happening and you just don't feel like reading. Sometimes it's really nice to pick up a book that has a familiar concept or plot to it, or maybe some familiar characters that will help wiggle you right into wanting to read it again. The first book I'm going to talk about is called One for All by Lily Lanehoff. This book, if you are familiar with the phrase all for one and one for all, is about the Three Musketeers. This particular book takes place after the Alexander Dumas series of the Three Musketeers. Our main character, Tanya, has been suffering from bouts of dizziness. She gets dizzy, she has to stop whatever she's doing. She's called the sick girl of her village. But not very many people know that her father was once a great musketeer and has been teaching her how to fence and swordplay, and she never feels truly like herself until she has a sword in her hand. Unfortunately, when there is a plot against the king, her father goes out to investigate and does not come back. So Tanya has no idea what she is going to do. Her mom wants to marry her off, send her off to a family to be safe. So Tanya gets sent off to Paris to join a school for young ladies so that she can learn everything she needs to know to become a proper young lady and to wed. Little does her mother know that this is actually a secret school led by a female professional sword fighter who is then going to be teaching Tanya and the other girls who live there to become female musketeers and to have a little bit of espionage as they go around to the fancy parties to investigate who is actually plotting against the king. This is a fantastic play on the original Three Musketeers novel, so if you're interested in some sword fighting and adventure and a fun little historical fiction, definitely pick up One for All here at the library. If fairy tales is more of your thing, I have just the picks for you. We have Enchanted by Althea Contis. This little book series has the perfect mishmash of lots of different fairy tales. We have the Frog Prince, Cinderella, Snow White, the list goes on and on and on, and they all combine and twist together into a fantastic little fairy tale retelling. In our very first book, Enchanted, we have Sunday, the youngest daughter of a family who has, as I'm sure you guys can guess, 7 daughters, 2 sons. Sunday, as the youngest, is supposed to be happy and carefree, but she feels all of that pressure from her other family, so she just likes to go off into the woods to spend some time on her own. And there she discovers in a well a talking frog. I'm sure you're not surprised. Now, we take the fairy tale of the Frog Prince and we mash it all together when we find out that Prince Rumbold, who is the Frog Prince, does not want to tell Sunday that's who he is. He wants everybody to keep mum and quiet, because who wants to marry a prince when you can marry your best friend instead? So this particular series takes a bunch of different fairy tales, mishes it all together. So if you're looking for something that's familiar but a little bit different, this is a perfect series. If you want something that's much more familiar, such as Beauty and the Beast, I have Beastly by Alex Finn. This is a modern day retelling of Beauty and the Beast, where we get told everything from the Beast's perspective. We have Kyle, who is king of the school, the prince, the good-looking one, the one everyone wants to be. He is a beast when it comes to sports. He's also a little bit arrogant and conceited. So when karma comes calling and he gets magicked one day, his hair starts falling out. He gets some strange tattoos and other markings all over his body. He's like, oh my God, I am hideous. I cannot go to school. So since his dad is rich, he just hides him away in a fancy townhouse, hires a tutor, and boom, nobody needs to know. In comes our Belle character named Linda, who is a girl just struggling to get by, who ends up coming to live at the house with him, and Kyle wants her to not see him at all, just like in the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale. He doesn't want her to know what's going on with him, maybe thinks that he has some sort of strange disease and that's why he can't go out into the public anymore. But just like Beauty and the Beast, it all plays out the way that you want it to. So if you're looking for a good one that's familiar, but like I said, with a modern little twist, try out Beastly by Alex Plynn. So we've talked about fairy tales, we talked about some historical retellings. How about a little bit of mystery in there? We have The Clockwork Scarab, which is a Stoker and Holmes novel. So in this particular one, we take two unknown characters. We have Mina Stoker, the sister of Bram Stoker, very well-known vampire writer, as well as Mina Holmes, who is the niece of Sherlock Holmes. So when you have vampire hunting and solving mysteries in your blood, it is hard not to follow it in your family business. This is a fantastic little novel that takes two concepts that we're fairly well known with, vampire hunting, solving mysteries, puts them together into a fun little mystery novel. So this is The Clockwork Scarab by Colleen Gleason. I hope one of these books has tickled your fancy to get you right back into reading. You can find them here at the Detroit Lakes Public Library in our teen section. So I'll see you the next time you come and visit the library. Bye!